welcome back. So another video, right? Before we do this video, I'm here with James
Hello.
and Matt.
Yo.
I said hello, not yo.
So reason why we're doing this video is we noticed on the last video we got an extra 30 odd subscribers, and one point at the moment it was 5 or 9 days that we've been doing the video. The video's been uploaded and we did 1.5k views, which for us is brilliant.
Brilliant,
So we thought, what on this video we're going to talk, because on the last one we've done, if you've watched it, if you have, thank you very much. But we thought we'd talk about the hotels, how much it cost, the train, and actually how much the journey actually was in total. Because we were going to do this individually, but then we realised we all paid the same.
Yes.
The only difference was the fuel. Like
Yes.
yours was diesel, yours petrol, same as mine. So we're just going to talk about the journey and all that lot. But before we crack on, if you're watching the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, more subscribers, more stuff that we want to do.
Yeah,
I'm chuffed a bit. Like, we've got some stuff that we're going into, like you've got your Evo,
Yes.
which hopefully get on the road, get the Astra sorted. You've got your GT4.
Actually.
I'm doing a drift build in the E46, so that'll be coming up. And Sean's doing a load of off-roading as well.
Yes.
So we've got plenty of videos coming up. Just subscribe and like the channel if you could. So first thing we're going to talk about is when we started off. So what did you think of the journey? Used to
Long, but I had a bad back.
Journey in Britain was fine.
Yeah, I had a bad back.
It's when we got over to, was it Belgium we got stuck?
Belgium.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Start traffic for,
I mean,
was
for
it,
us,
2
yeah, I know
hours?
on the last video it was said it was 1,200. Yeah, 1,200.
It was just over,
miles.
yeah, it was just over 1,200 miles. That was with me doing 2 laps. But yeah, it was the journey at Belgium where it was just stop-start traffic was just horrendous for me.
Yeah, it's like I didn't mind it because I did trucking, you know. So
Yeah.
for me, I was all right.
I don't mind the journey, but like I say, it was just this time with having a bad back and obviously the wife being pregnant. It was like we didn't.
Well, she's
really, you know.
6 months pregnant, so
Yeah. So it was quite a long journey to be in there, which is why I wanted to break it up. But because of the traffic and everything, it just meant, and obviously the train was delayed as well. You know, we went on an earlier train.
Oh yeah, well, saying that, yeah, if I didn't get on the earlier train and you didn't join me,
We'd been split up.
yeah. Well, what time?
You got on the earlier train, and then when we obviously we managed to get onto the earlier train as well anyway, but by the time we set off it was the same time as what the train was that was later on in the day.
Yeah.
So we got there early but ended up losing so much time because of it, which then obviously held us back, and then we hit all the traffic and everything. So we'd set off at, well, it was just before 7. We actually met at the garage at 7, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we didn't actually get to our last at, what was it, 8:30 at night, I think it was?
Something like that. And
But
if we didn't,
obviously the clocks went forward, wasn't it, over there? So it would have been about 7:30 at night.
Yeah.
So we were driving for like 12 to 12 and a half hours, really, to get there by the time we were done. So
the thing is,
it
if
was
we
quite
didn't
long.
get on that earlier train, we would have probably been at the hotel, what, 10 o'clock at night?
yeah, because if
Somewhere about there.
if we were on the later train, we would have been another hour or something behind that again. So it would have been, you know, everywhere was closed. We couldn't go out for anything. So it was, luckily the hotel actually had a kitchen, so we, you know, just got a pizza from the hotel,
Which was
and
very
that was
nice.
it, but we
Yeah,
just ended up, you know,
With the cost of it, so the train was
I think you said 194, wasn't it?
194 return. What do you think of the cost?
That I didn't think was too bad.
Don't mind.
So
at all.
no, we were going to do the ferry because I always said the ferry was cheaper, but this time around the ferry was more expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I like about the train was it was literally on 20 minutes later.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
You're coming off.
Yeah.
There's a lot of waiting before, but there's no waiting afterwards. And it was just, you were on, you get the ferry, and you know, there's all the
could be,
waiting, then there's all the boarding, then you've got to set sail, and then it's a couple of hours of sailing, and then you know, you've got all the rigmarole of actually getting off the ferry.
Yeah.
Whereas the train was like, you drive in, train goes through, you drive off.
Yeah. And it was quicker on the way back as well.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was
Oh, a lot
literally
quicker,
drive. Got there 20 minutes on the train, back in England, off we went.
Yeah, yeah.
But like you said, we're going to Hull to Rotterdam in August, which we'll be doing that video after August. We're coming back for that one at the moment. The Hull to Rotterdam's for me, it's 550 quid.
It was 600 and odd for me, but I'm taking my wife and my child this time, for the first time.
So The train, right, you felt like it was all right. What?
And a shitbox.
And a shit.
It might be. We might be getting a different one, different shit box.
I couldn't hold it.
But then
We'll see which one we get.
with the last, like I said, we stayed in the last twice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was 167.32. I didn't mind that.
No, but
like
that's
going
in total.
across.
That was in total.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
total.
So
that
like
was
the
2
first
nights.
when we went there, it was what day did we go? What day did we go there? Was it Friday?
Can't remember.
Thursday.
Yeah, Friday.
It was a Friday.
No, Thursday. Friday.
Yeah. So so we got there and it was
3 quid.
100
103 pounds for me. I don't know what it was in
was
euros.
actually
It
on
was 98.88 the first night, and then 68.44.
Yeah.
the-
So obviously,
the turn.
because it was like a Sunday night that we came back, it was obviously cheaper.
Yeah, but the
in
bonus
total,
about
it
that place was our cars were in a garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
love
That
Yeah.
that was a big bonus there
Yeah.
for me.
You'll be able to put
Even
that,
if I am in a
put a little
crap box.
cutscene of
Oh
walking
yeah,
to
yeah.
the cars in the garage so you
Yeah.
get an idea of what it was.
Yeah.
But that was
Well,
worth
that
the
was
extra.
well, that
anyway.
was a last.
Yeah, it was only 9 quid.
Yeah. it
That,
was worth
what,
it.
what was the place called? It wasn't. I mean, the place was called Last, but what was the company called? It was.
Innis?
It-
Innis or
Ah,
something like that?
wasn't it?
I think I'll have to look at the footage
Yeah,
and see
you'd have
because
to
I think
check.
you see it in the background.
He'll put the name of it here.
But I didn't mind it. It looked rough when we first got there, but it was actually all right.
Yeah,
That was
we
a
were just
beautiful
bit
little
unsure,
town.
But yeah, actually, once we got there, because we turned up in the big old Tesla charging set, and you're turning up in 3 kind of boil cars, and you've got all these Teslas.
Boyle?
Well, I'd
I
say
ain't.
Well, it's lowered now, so yeah.
I'm not saying anything because I could upset people if I told people what I thought of your car.
But yeah, so we
All the people with the twin tops.
so we stayed at the last. Would you do a last again? I would.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I would.
Absolutely.
Nice village,
Yeah.
nice little place, nice little
Um,
chocolate places. We got them sandwiches on the way back as well, didn't we? When we
Yeah,
stopped
yeah,
at, you know,
yeah.
nice
Yeah.
little what do they call them? It's not bakery, but
I know what you're on about. Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
whether they know what we're on
I was
about.
gonna say, I
We'll
don't
have
think
to
anybody else
you'll
will
have
know what we're
to
on
insert that as well.
Yeah, but it's like then once we got to Nurburgring, obviously on Friday, then we were staying at the Linn hotel.
Yes.
That for me, I know we've done that. Jesus Christ, how many times have we done that now?
4,
3 for me.
3 for you, 4 for us.
Yeah.
I'm backing off of that place because it just seems like because we were sat at Alibaba's. And I was watching and I saw all the older guys, the lads who in the GT2 RSs and all the decent, the top end cars who come there just
Yeah.
to race are all fucking off somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, why? But I got woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning on the Friday because of people talking outside. I don't know if you did, but then there's people noisy, there's music blaring.
Yeah.
And then,
I feel like that Lindner place is turning out to be more like
youth hostel.
yeah, more for the younger people that want to turn up and make a lot of noise.
Yes.
It's not everybody is like that, but every time we've been there lately, it is just
Yeah.
we get there in good time. We want to go to bed early, 10 o'clock or something. We can have a couple of bones and everything. But we have a couple of beers. We go to bed at 10 o'clock, and then we want to be up fairly sharpish in the morning. When the track opens at 8:30, you want to be
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, is it?
8 o'clock.
8
Bright.
o'clock in the
What
morning.
does it say? You want to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be going on track tired. So we want to get there when it opens and get going. And there's been numerous times where we're there and you can't sleep because people are turning up at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Well, you stayed, you were lastminute.com on the other time, as in, the first time. in
Yeah, the
Astra.
first time was good.
And the lights were shining through your window and said it was waking you up.
Oh, that was the second time, I think.
Second time,
That was
sorry.
the second time. The
Second
first
time.
time I thought was good, but obviously that was, what, 2-3 years earlier?
Jesus Christ, yeah. That was
Yeah.
short stag
Quiet.
do, yeah.
Yeah, it was something like that. And I thought the first time was great. There wasn't much noise, and then it's just slowly over the last couple of years, I've noticed it's getting
It's
louder
getting
and
more expensive. And it's
yeah,
getting
a lot
louder.
more expensive.
And
and it's getting a bit more run down, I would personally say.
Yeah,
If you look at
yeah.
it, but we're builders and joiners, so
yeah.
that's where that comes in, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, for the next time in August, because we'll put it on the video, but we're staying somewhere else.
Yes,
Like
you're somewhere else to me this time.
Yeah, so we're doing so we're doing something differently on the next one, which
Which might pan out, it might not pan out.
Yeah, we'll see how that one goes.
Which is the whole idea of doing it. So, yeah. It's not saying that that Lindner place is a bad place to go.
No.
It's still a good place to go, and you
So-
know, there's plenty of it. But
So at the moment, so we've paid what? So it was 98.88 for the last,
yeah.
Yes.
and then it was 200. Oh, we didn't even say how much it was. So it was for each person this time in Lindner.
Yes.
It was 289.64.
And how many
Yes.
nights?
That was
3 or was it
3.
hang on, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so 3 nights.
3
3
nights,
nights.
yeah.
But what we didn't realise, I didn't realise, I thought Green Hell was just a normal Green Hell, but Green Hell was, the Germans had a bank holiday, the British had a bank holiday, so it was just busy as hell.
Yeah, it was.
It was
very
ridiculous.
busy. I
we
mean,
couldn't get on track
no.
on Friday. We were there in good time. We didn't get on the track.
No.
By the time that we actually got anywhere close,
Like if you
somebody
saw
had
on the
an
last,
accident.
if you watch on the last video, we moved in, was it half an hour?
Yeah.
We moved 60 metres on the main road.
Yeah.
No.
And
Through
then-
traffic.
Then your cars are overheating. Yours had a bit of a meltdown because it just been sat in traffic for that
yeah.
long.
I mean, what?
Two
2.5
cars
hours trying to get on
Two
there.
cars caught fire on track.
Yeah.
It's all stop start, which wasn't
Yeah.
really
And then
brilliant.
me and you got up like really
Yeah,
early.
yeah,
We
yeah.
were up at the track before 8 o'clock. We were stuck in traffic, what, half a mile from the track?
Yeah, yeah.
Straight away. So we went off, did whatever, hoping that it would clear the traffic a bit. Came back, it was exactly the same, if
Yeah.
not worse.
It was just carnage. Like, it's one of those, if you go into Nurburgring, like you said, you're going to have your good weekends. That's the
You're
first
always-
weekend
yeah.
since we've been there where it's just
It is
been...
the first,
Yes.
like, which is why you can't put a bit of a dampener on it because it's
No.
the first time we've gone there where it has just been really quite
Yeah.
busy.
I would say the Sunday though was much better.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
Sunday was
yeah.
Yeah,
good.
Sunday
It
was
brilliant, wasn't it?
Sunday was brilliant. You just drove up, do what you have done
Yeah, yeah.
the entire time
So if
we've
you
ever
wanna
gone
go for one day on a Sunday.
Yeah, but the thing is, the next time, like I said, in August when we're going from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
there. Yes.
So we're going to have Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday.
On a
Yeah.
bank holiday weekend as well.
Well,
Yeah.
for English bank holiday, it's not a Green Hell weekend
Isn't it?
this time.
No.
But the total of the Lindner was, for all of us, was 868.92. But they are a bit sneaky with that because, like I said, it was 868.92, but then they put the laundry tax on.
I was
top
going
of
to say, because wasn't it about 1,200 quid all in?
that. No, it was 1,000 something for the euros.
Right.
But
Yeah.
still, like, that's the laundry tax.
Yeah.
So it was 868.92. That's pounds. But I think I've got it on Booking.com on the old one. I think it was bookings past. Where is she?
We can speed this a little bit up and see.
Yeah. 856.21.
Yeah.
That's on Booking.com.
Yeah.
So
And that was pounds as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you're going with everyone, like a lot of people, I think it is a reasonable price. But
Yeah.
Like I say, it's not bad.
No.
Like I say, it's not. I'm not saying it's always going to be bad. Obviously, it was a busy time this time.
Yes, very
And,
busy.
Like, you know, it was quite noisy. People are turning up, and it's the same as the last time that we'd gone. You know, there's a lot of people turning up quite late at night, and obviously, you know, you're on
Yeah,
holiday.
well, there was a lad there working on his.
I was going to say, you're on
McGann.
holiday and stuff like that. You know, you're going to
Like
be staying
half
up late. You're not. It depends on the person. You know, us three boring guys, we just want to be going to bed at 10 o'clock. You know,
Speak for yourself.
He wants to
Half
go have, you know, beat his meat for a few hours
Joust.
before sleep. You know, so I can't keep a straight face saying it. So you know, yeah, and he doesn't like getting disturbed once he's in full motion, really. So
Who do you? Who does? Oh, sorry. Hang on a minute. I'll stop while I'm just having a joust. I'm mid-stroke. Oh yeah. Give me a minute.
Join me, will you please?
so, but anyway, yeah. That's
Oh,
fine.
here you go.
Yeah. Oh dear. Somebody pass me some more tissue, please.
But so obviously it was you did 2 laps as well.
Yes, I did too.
3, 4.
Yeah.
I wanted to do 10 on this one, and
I
was
remember you
adamant.
saying, yeah.
I wanted to. I put money into it, but it's like I won't put how much total we spent, but on this is just to remind you, we did put it on another video. If you look here, I'll tag it up in the top left corner. But it was Monday to Thursday, it's €30, and Friday to Sunday, it's €35.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a couple of. I watched one of the Top Gear ones previously, and I think Richard Hammond said it. I think it was like €10
Yeah.
for a lap.
I think it was a fiver.
Fiver, like
I'm
where
sure
the
it was a
fuck-
fiver
like,
back
it's
then.
Ridiculous. Just shows how much
Oh
expensive.
well, they've just cottoned onto it, hasn't it? I mean, but that's
Yeah,
the
but
same
that's
as
how it
everything.
made it more popular.
Yeah, it's the same as everything, though, isn't it? You know, it's a popular place to go. The fact that you can just literally turn up, pay €35, and you get on the track.
Yeah, and it's a
you do
motor
that.
mecca, isn't
You know,
it?
It doesn't matter what car you turn up in or anything like that, as long as it's roadworthy and it's up to standard.
I was going to say
You know,
in decent condition because
Yeah,
you don't want to be going on and
yeah,
it blows
if
up or anything
Oh
like
yeah.
that.
Well, the thing is, look at that. I know this. You won't know this, but there was a clip just before we went of Ibiza, and he was bragging on TikTok. Some that watching this may know about it. It's a black one, and it was on TikTok saying how much bodge job. And he went around YouTube corner and blew a coolant hose, and there was about 8 cars went into the barrier.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
I've
a
not
video
seen that
where
one.
Loads of cars were slipping, and it might have actually been that car.
You saw it literally pouring out the coolant.
It's your
Yeah,
car's
don't
gotta,
do that.
Your car's got to be right. But like I was saying, it's somewhere that you can just turn up. You pay €35 or €30 during the week, and you can blast around in your car.
Yeah.
There's no restrictions as to how fast you can go or anything. Just pure enjoyment. Whereas a lot of the time, if you're doing any track days around here, that £250, £300.
That one across 285 I checked.
Yeah,
You've got more strict noise regulations and
Yes.
stuff like that goes with it and things, So yeah, it ends up being quite expensive to do a track day, but I suppose it's more expensive to go to the Nurburgring. But you can just class it as a bit of a holiday.
Yeah, I mean,
Which
you
way
don't
it
always
is.
have to go always track. You can go watch it. There's a go-kart track there
Oh,
you
yeah.
can, you can go on.
Who are you?
Who am I? I'm thinking for my family, and you'll have to do this soon.
Yeah.
You don't have to always go on the track. Yeah.
Don't even go there. There's a time and a place.
It's time and a place. It's on the stickers as well.
Yeah, I
Time and
know.
a place
Yeah.
on there.
But so we talked about the hotels. Do you think they're quite? Well, I would say reasonable. If you want to go cheaper, you can go more expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said-
Personal choice.
Yeah,
really.
personal
Yes.
choice. Like I said, you can go to the fucking what's the main one on the main Strava
you
where
can
the sign
do
is.
5-star luxury hotels. You can do what
Yeah,
we
I mean,
do. We
if you're
find
just
that-
going as a lad's weekend, it's a perfect place to go because you can get a driveway, just watch the curbs.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you're
Drivers
never
and
in,
crew
it doesn't
drivers.
really matter.
Isn't it?
But one thing we haven't said, like restaurants. Let's say like
So many.
food.
Yes.
So first night, which we done Alibaba's.
Yes, and got that big.
Yeah, the
platter.
meat platter,
Wow.
like three-person meat platter. That was about €65
Yeah, sure.
for all three of us.
somewhere around there.
Yeah, because the 4 one was 85.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
Like I said, I'd definitely, if you ever do Nurburgring, I'd say absolutely do Alibaba's. The only
Yes.
downside to Alibaba's is you can't drink.
Yes.
No, they don't serve
They
alcohol.
don't serve
They
alcohol
used to,
there.
but not anymore. They must have lost the license.
It was after
Because they used to
Nathan
do
smashed
massive
the glass.
stein, yeah. They smashed
That was
the
maybe
glass.
what it was.
Yeah.
Um,
Slit his wrists on it.
and then the other night we did Mr. Donner's.
Oh, we did
Yes.
Mr. Donna, didn't we? And then we stopped at that place just opposite the ring, but that was just for lunch. And then we went to
Oh,
Well,
pit
that
stop.
was pit stop, yeah.
Yeah.
no, there was the other one up at the main.
Oh,
Oh,
I can't remember the name
not
of
the
it.
sports bar.
it's behind the sports
Yeah, it's
bar
behind,
anyway,
like,
if
the
anybody
sports
knows
bar.
where that
Yeah.
is.
Yes, it's all good. It's all good stuff.
it's
though,
good.
isn't
Like I
it?
said,
mean,
if it's what you want. Like I said, if you want to go for food, like we're not going to say, oh, go here, but
yeah.
I know next time when we're going in August, I want to go to the Burgering. Have you heard of this?
Yeah,
A
but I've
Burgering
seen- yeah,
new
yeah.
restaurant that's
Yes.
there. Do burgers.
But I mean,
And if you have any
We-
suggestions, let us know.
yeah.
Oh, fuck it too, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm good on my
absolutely.
food.
But I mean,
Wouldn't
we,
think
we,
it,
we
but
kind
I
of
am.
we kind of budgeted what 25-ish euros.
Yeah,
per
I'd,
Yeah.
say,
night.
I'd say about €25
Yeah.
a night. Or,
If you were going out, because
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that depends on if you're having a couple of drinks as well, So €25, and most of the stuff that you get. I mean, what was the Mr. Donna? It's about €16, isn't it? For the,
something like that, yeah.
So
But we went for the like half-meter big daddy girthy bastard. And what did you have?
I got the box thing.
Yeah, the box. That was quite cheap as well.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
I think that was only €10,
Yeah.
but it was good enough
Filling,
for me. Yeah, it was
yeah.
very filling. What are you going to say?
I don't know where he's going with that.
No, no.
Yeah, he wants to say something. You can tell.
Yeah, all right.
You can definitely tell.
Hold me tongue. Hold me tongue.
No, he's not got it.
So theoretically, so the hotels, so we talked about the journey, as in the cost of the train. I'll put up here. So adding this, so the total for this for the trains was this. The hotels total, I'll put total as in
just
for individual, not the total of the Lindner because we all shared it.
Yep.
So I'll put it as individual, and that's the total here. And then for 25, say €25 a night, so that's converted to English pounds.
And then
I'll
you're
put up
probably
here.
15 again for lunch. It depends if you have lunch out, isn't it? Because
yeah.
you know.
So you can always,
So I guess per day you're talking maybe €40.
yeah, it was about 40 hours, I'd say.
€40 a day, and then we'll say I'll split the average of fuel. So obviously I'll say more expensive for us too.
Yes.
I'll put it on two totals. So mine and Matt's is this.
Yes.
And then James above his that's the price including fuel. Am I forgetting anything?
The only difference with the fuel that we had is I started with a full tank and then obviously did the entire drive back on a full tank. So my total,
check that out on the last video. I did mention that.
About £100 by the time I got back to Lehman Bar. So then I filled up at Lehman Bar, which gave me the total of 170, which is the entire journey.
Yeah.
And I'm still running on that now, which is now what?
2 months down the line.
You don't go anywhere anyway.
That's my graph car.
Permit.
Sorry, wait there. My Nurburgring car.
Race
So-
car.
Yeah, race car.
Race car.
So not including souvenirs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That is the total above our heads now. That's
And then
the
we
total.
stopped at Mr. Spaghetti as well.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but I'll put that on as.
But like I
the
say, it's the
cost.
same as the budget is like 25 or whatever it was as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll put that on cost as
Yeah.
you know, as the journey from day 1 to day 4, 5. We only thought we'd put this video out because I said on the other video that would say about how much the cost of the hotels was, but this is actually the total of our actual journey this time round. If you have any questions, please ask down below.
At least it gives you an idea of like a budget as well.
Yeah,
because all you have to do is watch this video and you go, right, okay, that means he'll have the total up and say it's £1,000. At least you then go, right, well, I can actually go to the Nurburgring and it's going to cost me £1,000.
Yeah.
That's kind of my basis of.
Well, I think it was £500 just for the hotels.
Yeah.
So then,
between that and the train and that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but like you say, you know, at least it gives you a budget.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to do this trip, you can now go, right, well, actually, I need to save £1,000.
Yeah, and
then you know where
big
you're going.
dependent is your laps as well, how many you do.
Yeah.
I mean,
With
obviously,
€35
but
per
that's-
lap,
Yeah.
it will soon tot up quite a
It
few.
can add up, but like if you're not too bothered about doing 50 laps or 10 laps, if you were wanting to just go and have the experience and just do 1 or 2 laps.
Yeah, even
but
if
like
you
I
just
say-
tootle around.
But like I
Thing
say,
is, you could go do a ring taxi if you wanted to.
Yeah.
but it just gives you a budget of, you know, if you were to do the train, I mean, obviously people down south, they'll probably be able to do the whole trip in a one. So you will save more money. You won't need the hotels halfway like what we did. So you could get there a lot cheaper.
Oh, yeah,
so,
yeah.
So you'd be saving like
Yeah, but
another
this
160
is from us starting at Lehman Bar all the way down
in North Yorkshire.
in
just
North
case you don't know
Yorkshire.
where
Yeah,
Lehman Bar is.
North Yorkshire. I know we've got some American viewers. It's about 240 miles from Lehman Bar down to.
Yeah, well, I think, did you remember, did you get the total? I think that was on the last video of how far it was from Lehman Bar all the way
I think you said it was like
to Nurburgring.
1251.
No,
like round
one
trip.
way I think it was like 500 and something by the time I actually we got
1251
parked
will
up.
be like what? 625 and a half or
16,
something.
Yeah,
Or something like that.
yeah,
So,
it
yeah,
won't be far
yeah.
away, but
But you lost me there.
Yeah. So you can make it cheaper if you want to. Obviously, if you're down south, you're near London. So literally, it's an hour. You're on the train and you're off and you get there. So you can do it in a day. But for us, obviously, you know, we wanted to span it over 2 because it's a long, especially
And
for
the thing is as well, we had someone who's pregnant.
yeah, exactly. I was just
yeah.
about to say.
Well,
yeah.
the last time we went, we did the full journey.
Did it in 11 hours.
Is that what it was? 11 hours.
All the way
Yeah.
back, 11 hours. But that was literally setting off at 8 o'clock in the morning or whatever it was, and then stopping, once or twice?
Yeah,
Obviously, one including the ferry.
I was going
Yeah.
to say we had 2 hours on the
And
ferry
then
as
just
well.
a
10
constant drive.
minutes at Peterborough on the way back.
Yeah,
to
just
get-
to run in, have a
Just
pee,
to
and
stretch
then
the legs.
and to go sort of thing. So it was quite a full.
So you
Yes.
are
Full on.
talking £1,000 for the. I'd say the total. I'd say
Yeah.
£1,000.
He'll put the total of what it's cost us, and
Yeah.
then at least you get an idea anyway.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, hopefully this has helped. You know, like if you're ever gonna do it, the only thing we're doing is we say do it. you're going to go to Nurburgring, do it. Sean, I know he's not in these videos lately, he's just busy with other things, but he spoke to someone who he talked about going to Nurburg. It took him a couple of years to go, and he's done it last year, this lad in the MX-5, and he's already booked the next trip. Like yourself, like everyone, just do it.
If you're a car enthusiast and you're like,
yes,
even just going for the experience, you don't actually have to go on the ring, but just go there for the atmosphere of just everything, you know, wherever you look, there's always a nice car, you know, they're not all the high-end ones, you know, people that have actually spent a lot of time and effort, not money, building these cars to go fast. Yeah, you just appreciate it a bit more, really.
And the thing is, it's like I spoke to a mate last week who works with my company, I wish, the company I work for, and he said, oh, my mates aren't really interested, and he said he'd go on his own. I said, you'd meet people there. There's so much to do. You're not going to feel left out even if you go on your own. Because I've even thought about it because, like, you know, busy with other things and all this, and you just do it. Let's just say before it's too late. Just do it. But that concludes the video, really. So if you stuck around, thank you very much. Like and subscribe to the channel. We'll be doing more videos. For next Nurburgring trip will be the one in August. So end of August, I'll be putting one up. We're going with Sean and his dad. His dad's in the Aston Martin, Sean's in his Honda Civic. I'm going. James, you're going in your Astra, maybe.
Maybe might have a different car by then. Don't know what it will be.
Don't know, because he's going to have a 1-month-old kid. So you don't know if you'll be going.
I'll be having many sleepless nights, so we'll see.
But we'll be putting up the laps of the Aston, the Civics chasing the Aston. Hopefully get some more of the Astra. And also, different point of view. This time we'll go on the August one. We are going from Hull to Rotterdam and Rotterdam back. So we'll be also doing the footage for that one and how much that cost.
Yes.
Because we know the total for this one.
Yes, and we've done the total for the ferry, I think. But I wasn't in that one.
No.
And then we could do the, like you say, the Rotterdam.
And see the difference between
see the difference in totals.
And then what we'll do is
time travelling.
And the time travelling, and we'll sit down again and say which do you prefer. But on this journey, to conclude as well, before I forget, would you do this journey again?
I would do it again, but I wouldn't take the wife. More just because, like I say, it's next time, obviously I'm going to have a kid and everything like that, and it is just a very long time to be having a kid sit in the back of the car. I mean, you can do it, but like I feel like because Hull's only a couple of hours away.
Just this journey.
Yeah.
Would you do this journey again?
Yeah, but it would just be like
on your own.
It would have to be on your own, because I couldn't take my son on that journey. He'd just get too restless.
I think same again. As long as I was on my own.
If it was just a lads thing or lasses,
I would definitely do the train.
Definitely
do the train over the ferry.
Even if I think it was like sometimes it could be like 20-30 quid more expensive to train, but the train's so much easier.
It's a lot quicker.
It's worth it for the sake of it. If you try to do it in, like, you know, like I say, you're having to sit for 2 hours on the ferry, and that's not even the loading and unloading. Whereas like you're on the train and you're gone, you know, before you've even known about it, you're there. So it's definitely worth doing.
So if you stuck around, thank you very much.
Well done.
Yes, well done.
Every video is well done, well done.
Well done.
But see you next time.
Yes.
Ciao, ciao.